Well, hello everybody, this is a different way to start a video. It is super late at night. I haven't recorded anything today. I've just been organizing all my Pokemon cards all day. So, today's a good time to talk about my Pokemon card collection. You guys recognize these guys, right? Yeah, I thought so. Now, the past couple weeks, I've been actively trying to sell some of my collection off of Mercari. I actually got this giant ass box right here. This is all listed, this whole box, all listed, ready like for sale right now. Just trying to get rid of a bunch of bulk that I have, like common bulk that's usually not worth a lot, so I'm just packaging it all up in bigger bundles with a nice little couple things in there and trying to just get those out. Not trying to make too much of a profit off it, just trying to downsize a little bit. But I'd like to talk about like what I collect personally. I haven't been collecting as much recently just due to financial struggles. However, that's totally fine. I'll get back into it eventually. I'm also a vintage collector. Modern, I like to either play with or sell. But as far as collecting, modern, don't really care about too much unless it's something I really like. And we'll go through some of those things in a bit. In terms of my vintage collection, you saw that Charizard and Blastoise I had that's actually displayed back there. However, I've been working on this binder. This is a binder of the original first 3 sets of the Pokemon trading card game from the late 90s. So we're talking about, and this is all in Japanese. What are they called? The first set is called Expansion Pack. Wow. Then there's the Jungle set and then the Fossil set. I'll put the translations of the names on here. They're a little weird names, but as you can see, I have them all lined up like this in the Japanese order. Now, the Japanese cards don't actually have numbers on them. In the first 3 sets, they weren't numbered, so they had their own specific order. Anything I don't have will be just a blank space, but that's okay. Also, the old Japanese cards, you know, they're super vintage when they have this back. An older Japanese card will have this back, where a newer Japanese card will have this back, and then compared to an English card that has this back. Yes, we'll talk about English cards in a bit too. But yeah, this binder, it was a few years ago I was working on completing this whole thing, so there's still quite a few blank spaces in here, and every year I wait, those cards are just gonna get more and more expensive. I have all the commons and uncommons. We just need to get a few more of the holographic rares, and then we'll be there. Also, 2 of these spaces are that Blastoise and Charizard I have in the back. Don't have a Venusaur. Don't know how I'm gonna go about getting one of those for a fair price. I got that Blastoise for a really good price, and the Charizard. I bought that as a birthday present for myself. But yeah, this was a fun project I was working on a while ago, and at some point I do want to get back to filling this binder out, but no rush by any means. This whole box is vintage cards I find in those 30 yen bins, where they're just bins of cards that they're just selling for 30 yen. And I'll go in the card shops and just sift through them every now and then, and I can usually find a lot of good stuff in there from the vintage. Like, I just look at if I see if it's super old, I look at the back, and there's specific things I'm looking for. Like, if it either has this back, so that would be the first 2 generations of Pokemon, so up until about 2002. And then from the Black and White series, I collect cards from that because that's when I used to play in the US with my friends, and it's kind of nostalgic for me too. Which brings me to my English collection, is mostly stuff from the Black and White era that I had. The cards I had as a child from my small time me, those are all gone. They're nowhere to be found. These are from when I was like 18 and 19. So like I actually grabbed this when I went home in December. This was at my parents' house. So I just have like random lot of cards from the Black and White era, and then some old cards that just happen to stay in my room, and then I put them all in here. But it's not an impressive collection by any means. Nothing really valuable in here, but it's cool to have some English cards on me. Here's a bunch of full art cards. Like some of these are valuable, some of these really aren't. These were the character rares that they started introducing during the Sword and Shield era. These were really fun to try to get a lot of these. And then from the Sun and Moon era, when I started playing was the Sword and Shield era, but there was still the end of the Sun and Moon era. So there was all these tag team GX cards, and these were sort of a pain in the ass to go up against. But I at the time these were all about 300 yen I bought them for, and now they are super valuable right now. They like I bought them for like 300 yen a piece. Now they're selling for like 3,000 yen a piece. So it's kind of crazy. Like I had some duplicates that I sold, and I was kind of a bit shocked at how much money I got for them. I'm missing one, and like this is just the regular version, not even the like the special versions or the alternate art versions. Those are selling for even more. It's kind of crazy. Just some random GXs that I saw in those 30 yen bins. I just picked those up. What were these called? Prisms? I never used these before. We got the whole Detective Pikachu set. I almost finished it, and then my friend, he bought a box of this and he helped me finish it off. So that was cool. Yeah, we have that whole set. Here's some stuff from Generations I'm holding on to. I might sell them. The Amazing Rares. I loved how these looked. The Amazing Rares were super cool. Got a Gold E-Turn. I sold, like, there was a bunch more stuff in here. I sold all that. We got some of the Shinies from Shiny Star V set. Then we're going into the V Maxes from the Sword and Shield era. Yeah, this bringing, like, this reminded me of COVID, but that's when I started playing in Japan, was 2020, and boy, I tell you, I was having a lot of, this was keeping me sane. I was having a lot of fun playing this game, and this is kind of how I learned Japanese, was through all these cards here. It's kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, like I played this deck. Like I used this Blastoise VMAX. What else did I play? Well, I have so many of those Crobats. Oh yeah, I definitely played Eternatus. This was a fun, like very simple deck to play. Good beginning deck. I tried playing this. I lost really badly. Yeah, and I played this before too. It wasn't a good deck, but it was really fun. And then I made this binder. This was part 2 of the Sword and Shield era, so block E. Yeah, not as much. This was one of my favorite decks. I loved playing Victini. Do I have? Yeah, I'm not selling any though. So like things I played, I'm not gonna sell off any. I might sell one of those though. But this deck was cool. I didn't really play it. And I played Gengar. I used this before. This has actually gone up a lot in value, so I'm gonna hold on to this. I sold most of my 25th anniversary collection. Like I sold the 25th anniversary Charizard, got a good amount of money for it. Could have got more if I just sold it myself, but I'm gonna hold on to this guy for a little bit. Yeah, they had these being unions. I played this stun deck. That was fun. Oh yeah, again, that's pretty much like that was the era I was playing. And once we got to this Scarlet Violet era a couple years ago, kind of stopped. That brings us to the shelf over here. These were all the deck boxes I had. These were like, I would have decks in here. Now, not all of these are, actually there was just a rotation recently, so none of these decks are usable right now. I just have this one is almost usable. I just have to switch some cards out. But like, these are the bones of decks. Like this is a complete deck in here. Like my Typhlosion deck that I was playing. So not all the cards are usable. I'm gonna have to switch some out. And then for these decks, it's the bones of the decks. I could take some cards from here, put it in there, and then we got a ready to go deck. But it was just a rotation. And this is all my bulk down here. So I got this is a box of Yu-Gi-Oh bulk. This is the Sword and Shield era bulk that kind of play, or no, this is my Scarlet and Violet bulk box. This stuff right here is the Sword and Shield era bulk, and then this is the Scarlet and Violet, like playable cards and like EXs, like things like that. Oh, and some of this is out of rotation too. As you can see, the newer cards I don't have a lot of. But now let's get into the valuable stuff. So I don't have a lot of big hits. I've sold half of my like big valuable cards, but here's what I'm holding on to. These two vintage cards and these two modern valuable cards. It's the Kanazawa Pikachu. Actually, shout out to my boy. He had a couple of these and he hooked me up with one. And it's so good. It's so cool. This was given out in Kanazawa Prefecture when they opened up the Pokemon Center. And it's really, really nice. This is my baby right here. The Black EV Max, or as we call in the States, Moon Umbreon. This thing just keeps going up in value, so we're not selling this. And it's my favorite card. I pulled this in a pack, and I think I spit on it. That's how excited I was. Over here, I got this at a Pokemon Center, like when I was allowed to, like I was offered a reservation to buy a box, and they gave this to me as a present. And this thing has shot up in value too. It's a special artwork collab with what's his name? Yu Nagaba. Nagaba is his name. Yeah, it's an artist who did these collab cards, and they kind of shot up in value. Over here, I got some like not super valuable cards, but just things that like are sentimental. Actually, this thing shot up in price, but sentimental to me. This was my Halloween costume card. This is my favorite card as a kid. This I got. How did I get this? Oh, some guy during Halloween gave me a bunch of bullshit, and then my friend handed me this. Over here, these dioramas I made. So this is a full art squad I got. This was my favorite deck I ever played, Wailord V. Oh, I also made these 3D cards, where you just take a few cards, cut them up a bit, a few of the same card, cut out the artwork on some of them, and just stacked a 1 yen coin and then hot glued it. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I made these little dioramas. That was cute. And the last thing I want to go over is this thing right here. Oh, let me move Mihawk's sword. Hold on a second. And this thing right here. Oh, Jesus Christ. We got a bunch of sealed product. So I got some sealed sleeves and a bunch of sealed stuff. Okay, so we got the seal. This is from the Legend Arceus game. Yeah, I just never opened it. This is for Project Pochama. This is if you bought some cookies from Lawson, you got these. I picked up a bunch of them. I don't know where I put the other ones. Here's some sealed Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This one's from 7-Eleven. And look, I got packs here. I haven't seen any packs in the stores, but we got packs, y'all. Yeah, usually if I have a chance to buy packs, I buy 5. Let's say I buy 10. I open 10. No, I'm sorry. I open 5 and keep a couple. This one I only got 2, but like usually I try to keep 5 unopened. So I got 5 of these unopened. I was really trying to pull something from here, but I didn't. It could be in here. I don't know. Yeah, we got 5 of these. We got 5 of these guys. Like I really want to find more of these, and open these, but these are my last ones I got. We got 5. Ooh, I got a bunch of Shiny Treasure EX. The kids really wanted that. Anything with a Charizard on it, it's always good value. What else we got? Yeah, Scarlet Violet. Ooh, we got some 151 packs up in here. Let's go. This is the one. EV Heroes. This is the money pack. Now, oh God, there could be another one of these guys in here. The odds of that are really, really low. So I am not going to open these. I'm going to sit on these. Not literally sit on them, but oh boy, these feel like gold in here. Holy shit. And this pack sucks, but oh no, this is how I got this thing right here. I got a box of this, and then I bought 5 extra just for the cause. And here's a bunch of unopened gym promo packs. So these are the promo packs you get from when you go play, and I used to just crack them open right there. Now I'm just keeping them like that. They're probably most valuable like this. But the thing about these loose, unopened packs is you don't really know how much they could go up in value, but you can be certain that they will go up in value because every day that passes, one person opens one of these, and that's one less that exists on the earth. And there's not going to be that many left. Even the open cards, yeah, those are limited too. However, there's so many out there, and it's going to be so little sealed, specifically sealed packs, like going around. So yeah, if you can afford to just keep some unopened product, yeah, you can make some good value in return. For example, I saw where's that one? On Amazon I saw like this pack that was 150 yen. I actually bought this for 800 yen, but now I've seen it for around 3,000. So yeah, I would like to have a collection of most of the unopened packs, but that would be very, very hard to do. So this is a cool part of my collection, though, having some sealed product. I don't know, I kind of feel like it's a goddamn store. And last thing I guess I'll talk about is accessories. I use this little box right here of damage counters and dice. And this little tin was from the Sword and Shield era. Ichigeki this is the single strike variant, which is kind of cool because I wasn't really playing single strike decks, but that Umbreon card is a Ichigeki card, so I kind of like having the Ichigeki one now. Like when those first came out, I was like, oh yeah, Rapid Strike's cooler, but no. Ichigeki is shit. And this is my playmat from the beginning of the Sword and Shield era. It's just this is a really cute playmat, just a bunch of different stuff and like puns going on in here. This thing was really, really cool, so I'm glad I picked that up. And it's because it had the Whale Lord on it. That's the main reason I bought this mat. And this is the mat I always use. So yeah, that's my Pokemon card collection. It's not that big of a collection, and yeah, I've downsized it quite a bit. I sold off a lot of it, but that's fine. More will come. More things that I actually like will come. Like I sold off my 25th anniversary Charizard, and kind of like I thought I got a lot of money for it. I could have got a lot more money for it, but you know, that was a learning experience. And this is a hobby. If you're gonna jump into it for the right reason. Don't jump in as like, oh, this is a profitable hobby. I want you to hop into this hobby because you love it. Like I know here, like other foreigner people who just like weren't into this hobby at all. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to buy it. I want to get into that game, but they didn't know anything about Pokemon or about how the card game worked, or about anything about what. Like this guy asked me, oh, you play Pokemon cards? Like and the stupidest guy ever made. He's like, what's the most valuable Pokemon? And I told him, like, man, the fact that you asked me that question, I highly advise you not to get into this because that is not how this shit works. Oh man. But anyway, that's gonna do it all for this video. Level up? Yeah, this goes on the level up vlog. I guess the level up is I organized my cards, so that was something productive we did today. That's gonna do it all for tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.